What is the best thing to generate extra income? What is the most beat up sneaker in your collection? How can you afford to buy the things that you do? Everyone said when I grow up, I want to be a blank. What was yours? How do you radiate so much positivity? These are some of the questions that I'll be answering in our first ever Q&A vlog. So make sure that you guys watch until the very end. It's going to be fun. Let's go. Before we get started though, let me just give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Of course, I'm talking about Digital Walker. Digital Walker is one of the best gadget and electronic stores that you guys can buy stuff from here in the Philippines. They even have like a Shopee page where you can check out some of the amazing deals that they have, including a discount to some of their Marshall products and OnePlus smartphones. The details on how you guys can avail of those amazing promos, which are exclusive to just you, as in you watching this video, can be found in the link down below in the description box, as well as pinned in the comment section. While we're at it, Digital Walker is giving away this brand new Marshall Major 3 wireless headphones. To join, all you guys have to do is number one, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, follow Digital Walker on Instagram, and then click the link down below for the rest of the mechanics on how you can win this brand new Marshall Major 3 Bluetooth headphones. Guys, for this vlog, I asked on my IG account what would you want to ask and what would you want me to talk about in this Q&A vlog. I picked a couple of questions and I just want to answer for you guys today on this video. So let's get started. First question that we have up here that might be interesting in answering is from Titan Barrientos. Titan Barrientos asks, did it ever cross your mind to enter politics since you are an Ople? To those who don't know, I actually come from a political family. My grandfather used to be the late Senator and Secretary Blas F. Ople. My answer to that question is yes, it has always been in my mind to enter politics. But my main issue has always been that I want to get into politics when I'm already successful, when I'm already rich, when I'm wealthy, when I'm in excess, so that my mindset would really just be to serve. My mindset would really just be to give and to sacrifice and not to make it as a source of living or a source of income, so that there's no temptation whatsoever to be corrupt. So yes, the answer to your question is yes, it has always been in my mind to enter politics, but it's definitely not yet the right time to do so. Next up, we have a question from Inso_Siyokon. What is the most beat up shoe in your collection? Can you shout out me? Shout out Inso. So the most beat up sneaker in my collection is actually one of my favorite sneakers, one of the more expensive sneakers in my collection. Of course, I'm talking about the Nike Off-White Presto OG. I just love this sneaker because it is incredibly comfortable with the combination of the dual foam midsole combined with the space mesh upper that delivers exceptional breathability and ventilation to your feet. In short, it's just an amazing friggin' shoe that also happens to be hype and super versatile. Like what I mentioned in my review of the shoe, you can actually swap out the laces for like the orange or the green one if you want it more hype beast style. You can even put in like the red tag over here. You can keep it with black laces so that it's subtle and classy. Or if you can keep it with white laces if you want it like casual. So I just love this sneaker, incredibly comfortable. I've been all over the world with them. Highly recommend that you guys check them out. If you can't afford the Off-White Presto OG, then just get a normal Presto. That should work well for you guys. Speaking of Prestos, before we get to the next question, this new sneaker is the Nike Presto React, and it actually is dropping today. As I publish this video, it will be available over at Soul Academy as well as Commonwealth. Now, the special thing about the shoe, it's a combination of two of the best things about Nike. First up, we have the Presto upper, and then you have the React technology, which they popularized for their Nike Epic React series. So this one, I've done a review on. Check it out. The link can be found down below if ever you guys are thinking of copying one today. Foxy Haley 15 asks, style or comfort when it comes to sneakers? I'm more of a comfort guy. That's the reason why I wear a lot of Ultra Boosts, I wear a lot of Prestos, and I wear a lot of Air Force Ones. Definitely comfort. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I am Natis Ben. He asks, or she asks, what do you say to all of your haters? So that is the question that I got. My answer to that, what would I would say to all of my haters? Number one, thank you. Thank you for giving me your attention. Thank you for giving me the time of day. Thank you for actually watching the video and taking the effort to go through the ads, and even going through the effort to actually, you know, leave a comment. I mean, I'm in this knowing that I cannot please everyone. I know that I cannot make all of you happy. I know that I cannot, it's really next to impossible to satisfy all of the expectations that everybody would have on a YouTuber or even a person. So having said that, I know that there are haters, that there will be haters, and the best thing I can say to them is thank you, God bless you, peace. Joey Nang 13 asks, what is the best designer brand in your opinion? And as you guys can probably tell from my phone case, or probably from my wallet, or maybe even from this nice bag that I have over here with that nice sign, I'm a huge fan of Louis Vuitton. So that's my answer to your question, Louis Vuitton. Why? Because I find their products to be timeless. I find their products to be of excellent quality. I find their products to have amazing resale value, and it even just holds value as is. And that, for me, all of those factors combined makes it such a really nice brand. Add on top of that, that the designer that they hired, the creative designer, director that they have right now, is one of my favorite artists, Virgil Abloh. I love Off-White. So it's really just a combination of a lot of the things that I love, from the design aesthetic to the timelessness of Louis Vuitton, and to the brand that Virgil has created, of course, with Off-White. So Louis Vuitton. This is a very interesting question. It comes from JC. I think he asked for what they call this, like anonymity, so I will not say his entire name or show the picture of the question. He sent this via DM. And his question was, when you entered the call center, did you consider yourself a disappointment or failure? Since because you wanted to become a politician before, how did you keep the positive energy and faith? This is an amazing question. JC, thank you for the question, and I will really take my time to answer this question. No, I never felt that I was a failure. Never did I ever feel that I was any less of a person. I was proud to be part of the call center that I was in. I was proud because I had a job. I was proud because I was making my own money. I was proud because I was bringing in money out of my own hard work. It wasn't money that I asked from my parents. It wasn't money that I got from an inheritance, or because it was something that was given to me by my mom, my dad, or my grandfather. It was every peso earned by hard work, showing up every day at God knows what hour to answer questions from foreigners about stuff related to their hotel and their flights. So no, I was never sad. I was never disappointed. I was always thankful. I was always grateful because I had a job. And I used that positivity, I used that energy to propel me to go to other stuff that I would want to do later on in my career. Because you know the secret to how to become happy, the secret on how to radiate so much positivity, the secret to how to always have a positive outlook in life, it's just really one thing. You really have to be grateful. You have to have a grateful heart. You have to have a heart that comes from a place wherein, wow, thank you. It's something that, you know, that I'm blessed with. And if that's the attitude that you have, and that's the outlook that you have in life, I think you'll be okay. So no, I never felt for a second that I was a disappointment. I never felt for a second that I was a failure. It was just part of my journey to me eventually reaching where I am today. And guess what? A lot of you keep asking me, Carlo, how do you speak such nice English? Carlo, how do you speak so fluently in English? Two reasons. Number one, I studied well when I was in high school, college, and, you know, grade school. And number two, the time that I was in the call center, kind of refined talking in English all the time, guys. So it was never a bad thing. It has contributed to who I am today. Now, the next question, I will combine two questions and answer them in one answer because it's the same answer. So the first question is from Gabriel Trebor. The question is not a question but advice. A guy 24 years old that is still studying, that has no experience in work. So it's basically asking for tips on how to become successful or how to become, like, I don't know, wealthy. The second question is, I am 3RDC. Really can't pronounce all of your names, guys. How can you afford to buy the things that you want to? So those are the two questions that we will combine. Oh, I'll also answer this one. It's the OG Sanders. The question is, sir, Carlo, what would be the best thing to do to earn extra income? So those three answers I will answer now. So we are taught to save money. We are taught to set aside a certain percentage of the money that we generate, that we earn every month from your salary, be it 10%, 20%, 30%. Then there are a lot of books that tell you to buy insurance. There are a lot of books that tell you to buy mutual funds. There are a lot of books that tell you to buy like different financial instruments from banks so that you can save money in the long run. But there is no one book or not one teacher that actually tells you the importance of just generating more. What do I mean by that? We are taught to save, but we are not taught to create more. Who told you that the only way for you to make money is to have a job? Or that you should only rely on your job to make money? You should create multiple income streams so that you can have the money that you would want to have, so that you can buy the things that you would want to buy, so that you can provide for the family the best way that you can to provide for your family. So it's really all about investing in yourself and coming up with a high-paying skill that you can eventually sell to other people as a racket or as a sideline, so that you can triple, quadruple, quintuple the money that you make every month. It's as simple as that. So let me give you guys a very specific, concrete example. One thing that you guys can do literally right now is to research and study how to do SEO, search engine optimization. Ton of material that you can find online. Tons of material that you guys can find on YouTube. Or you can also learn video editing, which is a nice high-paying skill. Again, all of which you can learn how to do on YouTube, on Google and stuff like that. Keep practicing, keep creating, keep doing your stuff, and eventually just offer it as a service on top of while you are doing your 8 to 5 job. Suddenly, guess what? The money that you make can easily double, triple, quintuple. In fact, you can even shift jobs. Let's say you are from a call center and you want a higher paying job, a more specialized high paying skill. You can switch over to SEO, you can switch over to video editing, you can switch over to a variety of things. But it starts with you investing in yourself so that you can have that high paying skill. For me, it was really digital marketing. It was really that skill set that allowed me to be able to, go up the corporate ladder and reach where I am today. But I invested in that. I bought so many books. I went to so many conferences. I went through so many certifications, all of which came from my own pocket to be able to get to the point where I am today. So again, guys, invest in yourself, and that will potentially open up more revenue opportunities for you. And it's not just about saving. Saving is important, but just as important, it's creating more wealth. Topi Wasmer asks, everyone said that when I grow up, I want to be a blank. What was yours? When I grow up, I've always wanted to become a senator. Yeah, it's funny. I know you probably guys are chuckling, especially with what happened with the recent elections here in the Philippines. But yeah, that has always been one of my dreams, mainly because inspired, of course, by my late grandfather. But I never got around to politics because, again, I realized that if ever I wanted to get into it, my biggest prerequisite would be I would have to be okay. My family would have to be okay. I would have to have that right heart for service, that right mindset of sacrifice if ever I wanted to get into government. And maybe I'll end with this question because I really wanted to end with a cheesy note. From Denzel315, how to have a long-lasting relationship and what makes it stronger as time passes by. At the end of the day, guys, it's two things. Number one, it's God's grace. Because without God, I cannot imagine how hard it would be to actually maintain and keep a relationship going for years upon years upon years upon years. Just to give you context, I've been married for around 9 years, and I was with my wife as boyfriend-girlfriend for 10 years prior. So we have been together for almost 2 decades, almost 20 years, 10 years boyfriend-girlfriend, 9 years as a married couple. And the biggest secret to our success, really, or to at least our ongoing success as a married couple, is really our faith in God. Being able to really just ask for guidance and have the humility to say sorry when you are wrong, to say sorry when you are, on the wrong side of the argument, even when you are on the right side. Because sometimes, even if you are on the right side, but you offend your wife, if you offend your husband with the way you talk, with the way you say things, with the way your perspective is, the reality is you still hurt their feelings. You cannot change that just because that you are right. It doesn't mean that you're right, that it erases the fact that you hurt that person with the way that you are talking or the way that you treated them. So the simple fact that you hurt the feeling of somebody else, you say sorry. You say, I'm sorry, hon, I'm sorry, babe, I love you, I will try to make it a point to not do it again. Because the reality is we will all F up. We will all make mistakes. I have made mistakes. We have made mistakes. Our marriage has never been easy. It has always been hard work. And that, I think, is the reality. It's hard work. It's adjusting, it's getting to know the person, it's studying the person, studying your spouse, studying your girlfriend, knowing what makes her happy, knowing what makes her sad, knowing what pisses her off, and at the same time, calling out and reaching out to God so that He can give you the grace so that you can keep on doing what you're doing, so that He can keep on blessing you with a good marriage. And it is worth it. It is so worth it. I know that we live in a day and age where single life or singlehood or being promiscuous is kind of celebrated, especially with how easy it is these days. But let me be one of the voices who will tell you that being married is a good thing. That being married can really deliver so much blessings. I will not be where I am today without my wife. I will not be the man I am today if it weren't for my wife. I would probably be a gamer, a young gamer stuck in an old man's body without any proof for his career or any success if it weren't for my wife. She brings out the absolute best in me. And that is what I pray for all of you today. Because guess what? The most important decision that will really deliver you success, that will really deliver you that wealth that you are thinking of, or that ambition, whatever in your career, one of the best things that you can do is to pick the right partner, is to pick the right wife, to pick the right husband. Because if you have a supportive wife, if you have a prayerful wife, you have a supported husband, a prayerful husband, guess what? Whatever comes your way, kakayanin ninyo. You will get through it. You will overcome. You will succeed. As long as you are together and you're bound by the grace of God, you guys will be good. You guys will be okay. And with that said, that's actually it for our life vlog for today. I always say in my intro, Sneakers Life and Tech, it's the first time in a long while that we actually did live. So I'd like to hear from you. Do you guys like this type of content? Is it something that you guys find interesting? Would you guys want to watch more stuff like this? If you do, maybe we can do like a Q&A once a month. I don't want to do this every week because it's kind of emotionally draining. But if you want to do it once a month, I'd be more than happy. I'd be more than game to do so. Maybe you can even invite the wife over so you guys can hear from her, because that lady is just blessed with wisdom and such a kind and caring heart that we would all be just really, blessed to learn from her for as much as we can. But anyway, that's just like random thoughts in my head. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, and I pray that you all have an amazing weekend up ahead. And lastly, let me just give a quick plug once again to the sponsor of today's video. Of course, I'm talking about Digital Walker. They are giving away this Marshall Major 3 Bluetooth headphones. Winner will be drawn this Sunday. So guys, make sure that you follow them on Instagram. Make sure that you click the links down below to see the discounts that you can get from their Shopee page. All of those can be found again in the description box. So that's it for now. Thank you. God bless. What's up?